our economy's in a weird thing. Because we're supposed to be in a recession, or we're heading into a recession. And like, I'm not afraid to lose my job. In the 2008 recession, I was terrified to lose my job. There was no other jobs. I felt lucky to have the job I had. If I had the job I have right now back in 2008, I would be clinging on to it for dear life. But I feel like it's so easy for me to go and find another job because we have a labor shortage. However, I think that companies might, well, at least the tech companies, they might start smarting. They might be being aware. What am I talking about? They might start being aware. It's freaking cold, so my mouth can't even move. They might be aware of all the wasted money on nothing from like employees that don't do nothing. Usually like office workers. And that's where you're seeing a lot of the big layoffs. I think that Amazon, they probably could have eliminated some blue collar jobs, but I don't know, man. I still see demand. Whenever I go to the store, there's a lot of cars. My gym is packed more than it's ever been since I've been there. I've been there for a year. We're actually running out of towels, so I have to bring my own towel in, and that's never happened. So if we're in a recession, then why is these things happening? Usually in a recession, people aren't buying as much. Well, a gym is kind of a luxury. I don't go to like a Planet Fitness, so I spend good money. Because it's like a health club. But I like the sauna. But it's like, I feel inflation. My groceries are high. But I'm wondering if people are keeping up their lifestyle just based off debt. That's what I'm wondering. And I had a theory, but I might have been wrong like years ago, that the economy will probably collapse at some point because of mass bankruptcies. People just taking on a lot of debt. And credit card debt's up. Mine's up. Most of the time, I'm pretty with my debt. I can liquidate all my assets and pay off all my debt, and actually have a surplus of cash. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to liquidate my assets. I don't want to liquidate my investments. So I'd rather just try to work off my debt and keep my investments. And I'm planning on moving to another state next couple of months. So I got that too to take on. But for me, dude, I'm a minimalist, man. I'm used to going without. I'm used to having to not have shiny things and having to make do with stuff that most people will just throw away and buy a new one. So I'm not used to having nice things. because they usually just get fucked up. I don't know, it just happens. No matter how careful I am, it just happens. But so like I've been looking into sports cards. I got back into that because I want to take my collection of, I had like my garbage collection as a kid, and I want to like transition that into more value. Instead of having a plethora of sports cards, I just want to have like 200 really good sports cards. Yeah, so when I first got into it a few weeks ago, I kind of went ham. I'm not gonna lie. You know, when you're a kid and you rip through like, I don't know, thousands of packs of cards and you barely get anything out of them of value. And then you see, and you have the ability to finally be able to buy those cards that you so desperately wanted as a kid, but never got an opportunity to get because the universe has said, fuck you. I guess you're going to be poor. It's like, I want that. Like a John Elway rookie card. Or Dan Marino rookie card. I could never afford that when I was a kid. Saw that, I'm like, I'm getting that. I want to be able to have that. That's the type of stuff I want. But in the sports card era, it blew up in 2000 when everyone got their stimulus and their lockdowns and all this and that. And I've noticed that it's gone down a lot. People aren't putting their money into that. I think that one day people will. It'll blow up again. I need to keep an eye out. But you know, we have all these threats right now. Like we got nuclear annihilation a couple of weeks ago. The clock was like, oh, we're 90 seconds away. Dude, I'm so like fed up, and I don't even give a fuck, man. I don't give a shit about nuclear war. Let it fucking happen. I'm tired of like being scared. Like I'm tired of being scared of being homeless. I'm tired of being scared of not being able to pay my bills. I'm tired of being scared of not. I'm done with it. I'm fucking done with it, man. Like this is the way that the Matrix has used us. They use fucking fear all the time. Fear, fear, fear. Doom and gloom, doom and gloom. Everything's gonna be done. You're gonna fucking die. Dude, we all fucking die anyway, man. I'm just like over the fucking fear. That's why I've taken like a couple steps back from the, you know, listening to stuff. I still listen, but not as intensely as I did before when it comes to politics. And Twitter's fucking boring to me. Most social media sites is boring to me. I don't even feel like making funny videos no more. I don't feel like making music anymore. It's not that I'm depressed. I got tons of interests, man. Like I do yoga now. I go to the gym. I hit the heavy bag. I lift weights. I play basketball. You know, I do exercises. I go to work. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I quit caffeine. I'm not out being promiscuous. I'm collecting sports cards again. It's like, I'm not depressed, dude. I'm not depressed. But I'm just over this fear-mongering I've had my whole life of like, you're gonna die. Like, then let it happen, man. Like, I want a nice life, and I want everyone to be happy. And I don't want nuclear war, and I don't want Ukraine to be at war with Russia. I don't want innocent people dying or anybody to die that's not a good, like, that's a good person, you know? Like, I don't want anyone to suffer. Even the people that have, like, I feel like that have wronged me, I don't want them to suffer, man. I've already let go of that shit. But I'm over this fucking fear. I'm like, you're not gonna scare me with World War III. I'm not gonna be scared no more. I'm not gonna be scared of a nuclear bomb falling. I'm more scared of a nuclear bomb falling by me, not on top of me. I'd rather it fall on top of me, like right now. Because I don't want to suffer, you know, a slow, painful death. And I wouldn't even want to, I would want to try to survive a nuclear apocalypse. That would be damn hell on earth. You got all this stuff coming out about the government, and honestly, like, the Twitter files, I'm done. I'm bored. I've been bored with it. I don't even fucking want to read it anymore. It's just like the slow trickle of stuff coming out is like, it was all right at first, but now it's like, okay, I'm just like, I don't even care. Like, a Twitter, like, when a Twitter file will come out, I'd be like looking on it, listening to people on there, and like, they got a little, like, type of podcast that you can listen to on Twitter files on Twitter, and I'll be listening to that and reading them and listening to people's opinions, and I just don't even care, man. Like, I don't know what this is. It's like we're at such a weird spot in our economy. Like, it's so, you don't know what to invest in. You don't know what direction. We're just like, it kind of feels like we're in limbo right now. You know, I see silver and gold that I've invested in like 2 years ago. It's pretty much the same price it was. Like, gold might be up 1,000, whatever. I mean, when you have this high inflation that we've had because of all these lockdowns and all this, you know, printed money and all these handouts to make people stay home, and paying people to stay home for a year and a half and not having to pay their rent, and just added $10 trillion to the deficit. Probably more than that in the last 2 years. Why is there inflation? Why do we have inflation? And then like, when you're a blue collar worker, your wages don't really go up, but we're the ones that are keeping this thing moving. That's what's so baffling to me, is why it's just like companies, do they not understand 3% raise when we have 9% inflation all year is not enough? And then they wonder why they can't keep nobody. They wonder why people go to another job, because somebody else, they're going to get their raise going to another job. Like, why would I want to stay at the job I have when somebody's going to give me more money somewhere else? I'm not there. I'm not coming here for the fucking fun of it. I'm not, you know, I got a decent raise, but I should have got some of this partial raise like a half a year ago. And this is why I don't give a fuck, and this is why I ain't staying where I'm at. A lot of people where I work just got a 3% raise. I'm like, what the fuck is that gonna do, man? My insurance got raised. It pretty much takes out my raise. It's not a raise. You're gonna put me in a different tax bracket because you're paying less on my insurance, or they raised it for whatever. Why they keep fucking raising it? Especially when I'm a healthy person, I hardly ever go to the fucking doctor. Maybe I shouldn't get a raise on. Maybe it's the people that are unhealthy and they want to live an unhealthy lifestyle. Like, if you want to live an unhealthy lifestyle, that's cool, man, but it shouldn't be on my dime. You should have to pay extra. You want to smoke cigarettes? Yeah, you should have to pay extra for that to the insurance company because you're a higher risk. If you want to eat like crap and you want to be have a bunch of extra weight on you, yeah, you should have to pay more. You do drugs, you drink all the time, yeah, you should have to pay more because you're doing it to yourself. You're putting yourself at risk, and other people who are healthy shouldn't have to pay more money for you. I should have incentives for being healthy. And that's the thing is, health insurance companies, they don't give you incentives for being healthy at all. It's like, what, this system just like a joke, man. It's a joke. And, I'm like, I'm helping push the system forward by working a job that contributes to utility trucks, what you need to for power lines and whatever they use their utility trucks for. I'm helping produce those for infrastructure. Then I take my money and then I spend it on rent, bills, gym, food, internet, and I'm contributing to this matrix. But it's like, this matrix is just taking and taking and taking, man. That's what it feels like. Just continuously taking. It's just annoying, man. It's just annoying to be one of the bottom workers who nobody appreciates. And being a man in this society, you're looked down on. Why are we being looked down on? We're the ones that make this. We're the ones that do all the dirty jobs. And it's just weird to see, like, these suburban people just, like, continuously living high on the hog, not feeling the pinch. It's like, it's so over bloated and like mid-management. People that just make too much money that don't really do anything. Like sales, you talk to people, man. Congratulations. Most people wouldn't do my job, dude. Most people wouldn't. I end up dirty. I shave my head because when I work in the sandblaster, I get fucking sand all up on my hair, and I go home and I have to wash it out. Like yesterday, I went home, my face was filthy of black powder coat. All day my face was like that. I work a dirty job. And it's just like, people are becoming more and more pampered, more and more soft and weak. Like, when are people gonna, like, I don't expect to be looked at like a sports athlete or some type of like A-list celebrity, but it's like, I should, like, if I was living in the 1950s right now, doing the same thing I'm doing right now, I would have a lot of women adoring me, dude. And I don't get that. And I'm not an incel, man. I've been with a lot of women. I've been on like thousands of dates with different women. I probably went out with like 1,000 women in my life at least. But it's just weird that they don't come in my space. And also too, what I've realized is this universe keeps throwing women in my life that are married or they have a boyfriend. There's supposed to be all these single women out here. I don't know where the hell they're at. Like I'm just like tired of competing, man, for garbage. That's what I'm tired of. Like I'm tired of like working my ass off for scraps. I'm tired of like my old job. This one guy, he started where I was at, and he was highly intelligent, but he's like, I don't care who I have to step on to move up, and I heard that from one of my coworkers, and I was learning a new thing and a new machine, and I could tell he's like nipping at my heels for that, and I was like, I went up to management and I said, I don't want to move up anymore. I want to stay where I'm at. I don't want to learn anymore. I don't want that responsibility because I didn't want to compete. I'm tired of that, dude. Why am I competing? I'm not going to compete. Like, right now in my job is a couple big guys that are really good. They just quit. Now I'm being leaned on heavily as like a lead. Not officially, but I'm looked at as like a lead. I'm not getting paid what they got paid, but I just like, if somebody else wants to come in and be a lead, fucking go ahead. I don't care. I'm not going to compete. I don't want to compete. I'm not going to go to the gym and compete with these fucking muscle heads, man. I have a lot more to offer than these muscle heads. And like, you could tell when you go to the gym when all the dudes look the same and I look different. You know, it's like, but it's just a lack of appreciation, a lack of respect, and that's just how society is, man. They just don't value, and they put their priorities in the wrong fucking things, I guess.